I know it's been a little while since I posted last. I just got back from Disneyland in Tokyo, and this was a special occasion, people. I have never been to Disneyland in America or Tokyo, and so it was a very, very, very wonderful time. But I'm here to talk about Colby Covington and Leon Edwards, and I think this is a very, very interesting matchup. Don't forget to hit that like, that comment, that subscribe button, and we're going to get right into it, people. So, if I had to choose who was going to win this matchup, and this is a very, very tough decision for me, and I might give you a different answer tomorrow, but today, as we speak, I think I've got Leon Edwards winning. And that's no slight on Colby Covington. I think Colby Covington is the dark horse of the division, and I think he's been the dark horse of the division for quite some time. If Usman didn't exist in the span of Usman's reign as a champion, I think that Colby Covington would have been the long-reigning champion. I think that Colby Covington had all the aspects of being a long-term champion. He's got the pressure, he's got the striking, he's got the grappling. Whether you like Colby or dislike Colby, he's a very, very complete fighter. The kind of pressure that he puts on fighters is probably some of the best in that division, if not the best in the division. But I think Leon can pull it out. And here's why. I think Leon's going to win this matchup because I think he has enough to be able to withstand the pressure that Colby can bring, as far as Colby's striking and his grappling, which is more important in this conversation. I think Colby's grappling and his ability to mix in striking and grappling and clinch work alongside his pressure is what gets Colby through the dance a lot. But if you're able to withstand that pressure and you're able to stay on the feet and you're able to do what you need to do as far as striking goes, which I think Leon can do, you're going to get the job done. And I think Leon has enough, and he's proven this, I think, when it came to the Usman fight, to get the job done. Usman was not able to really control the fight the way that I think Usman had planned. I think Leon Edwards was able to display, and he was able to really push out his game plan, largely because Usman could not take Leon down, and that is a key when it comes to Colby Covington as well, because I think that Leon does have the striking advantage on Colby. Leon is a phenomenal kickboxer. If we're talking about who would win in a kickboxing bout between Leon Edwards and Colby Covington, Leon Edwards, I've got all day. And I understand, people, that this is not a kickboxing match, but it plays alongside Colby not being able to take Leon down. And if he is able to take Leon down, will he be able to keep Leon there? And I'm not sure that he's going to be able to. I think Leon's going to be able to defend takedowns enough. He's going to be able to defend the ground game enough to not get finished on the ground, to not get overwhelmed on the ground, or he's going to be able to just flat out just defend the takedown against Colby Covington. And I think that that's going to be the key for this fight for Leon to be able to win. Now, I don't think this is going to be a wash. I think that Colby has a 4-6 leaning on Leon Edwards percentage of winning. So I don't think it's going to be a wash. I think if Colby Covington brings the best version of himself, he has a great chance of winning this fight. But I'm going to lean the percentage towards Leon Edwards. And so I think Leon is going to be able to strike for the most part and score points and be able to deal damage to Colby. I think he's going to be able to utilize his kicks. And one thing that is underrated when it comes to Leon, and I think it's underrated when it comes to a lot of champions, is that Leon has a great coaching staff around him, which I don't think a lot of average viewers realize. And what they also don't realize is that a big part of fighting is game planning. When you get up to the top echelon of fighting, game planning can be huge. It can be one of the main things that you look at as far as who's going to win this fight. And so I think Leon Edwards' ability to game plan, and I think that I was really shown this in the last two fights when it came to Usman. Yes, I think Leon, he kind of moved away from his game plan when it came to Usman in the first fight. I think Leon was kind of taken back by Usman's ability to just be a complete fighter, his power, his ability to wrestle, his striking, and that's a lot to take in. However, in that last round, you really got to see Leon shine through, and that was because of Leon's coaches. Leon's coaches did a phenomenal job bringing his mindset back into the fight and really giving him the motivation that he needed. But B, the game plan really showed out in that last round, and you were able to see what Leon was trying to do. And I think I saw a clip of Leon practicing that particular head kick in training camp in the back. I think that was something that they saw, and that is so pivotal when you see that with other champions. You see, like, for instance, you see it with like John Jones, his ability to game plan and be able to push that game plan throughout the whole fight is probably number one in the UFC. His ability to stick to the game plan and be able to carry it out from round 1 to round 5 is phenomenal. And you see that with a lot of the greats. I think George St. Pierre was also great at that. Demetrius Johnson was great at that. And when you see those style of fighters who are pretty complete fighters and they're able to completely carry out that game plan throughout the entirety of the fight, their chances of winning is high, especially if they have a good coaching staff behind them. And I think Leon has a good coaching staff behind him, but he also has a good connection with his coaches, and I think that's extremely important. So coaching and game planning is going to be huge for this fight, and I think that they're going to be able to come up with something that can really give Colby Covington difficulties, and I think that's going to be a big part in this fight. Now, I know Colby Covington fairly recently made, some camp switches and things of that nature, and sometimes that is a good move for fighters. But when it comes to this particular matchup, I really think that is also a advantage for Leon, is that he has a great relationship with his coaches, and I think that they're going to be able to really sit down and come up with something that's going to give Colby Covington a hard time. And so I'm going to give it to Leon Edwards for this fight. I know there's a lot of people who are probably going to give it to Colby Covington, and hats off to you. It's going to be hard for me to say I disagree. However, I do disagree. And if you were to ask me this tomorrow, like I said, or if you're going to ask me this next week, I might give you a different answer. But sitting here right now, I'm feeling like Leon Edwards is going to win this fight. And so comment down below what you guys think about this matchup. Who do you think is going to win, Colby Covington or Leon Edwards? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I'm trying to make this the biggest MMA fight channel on YouTube. It's already the best. You just might not know it yet. And so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.